And from what you've seen from Labour and Mr Starmer at the moment, do you trust him to prioritise workers' rights or even listen to what you guys are fighting for or asking for?
Well, he's listened. I know that he's listened because he's had it in his ear for a long time. I don't trust him completely. I know that he's going to do something, but empty gestures are no good. We've had too much 45 years now of Thatcherism, and that's what's causing all of our problems. We've got embedded Thatcherism, which is coming home to roost now with all these problems. So I don't have to trust him. I know that he's going to be in power, and I've got to make sure that he does the job that he's committing to, and that he goes further as time goes by. So it's not a question of trust, it's a question of delivery for working people.
Solidarity greetings for May Day from the RMT and from our movement. And our guarantee to you is that we will not give up our values. The RMT is committed to the values of this movement, the values of May Day, the values of solidarity across working people, and of solidarity across the international working class.
Obviously Labour have spoken a lot about nationalising the railway. How likely do you think that is to actually happen?
I think it's likely that it will happen in some form. What we've got to do is push for the best version of what they're going to do, not make it empty gestures or hollow words. So the campaign starts essentially during the manifesto, the election process, and after the election when they appoint cabinet ministers. And that goes for the New Deal for workers, but it's also about our healthcare, about our education, about the state of the environment, housing, of course, which is really important to a lot of people. We've got to make sure that they deliver a complete agenda. That includes public ownership of the rail. It means an integrated transport policy, but that whole agenda that so many people are campaigning on has got to be delivered by a Labour government. Hopefully it'll be a long period without the Tories and we can get more and more legislation building on the initial wave. So my message is to Keir Starmer or anyone else who's listening, I'm sure he listens to the Camden New Journal because he's local, is that we will be there campaigning as hard as if there was a Tory government. So he's got to be on point and make sure that he delivers for our agenda and for a better world going forward.
What do you think his 3 priorities should be?
Well, 3, is that enough? I think that we've got to get peace. He's got to play his role in getting peace. He's got to deliver on the workers' agenda. That includes public ownership and the New Deal for workers. And he's got to do something about the environment. But there's so much under those headings. That just covers a few. He's got to have a comprehensive go at changing this country for better and making sure that we're a progressive country, not a reactionary country.